Hey friends, happy new moon in Leo. So this new moon really highlights a fresh new perspective on your talents and what you want to express out into the world. So it's really also about creativity and owning your power. So right off the bat, we have the breast pump. So I like this card because it's also about life and sustainability and really bringing a lot of metamorphosis into the ways that you are creating and really expressing yourself out into the world. And I also see a lot of the yellow, and yellow is really indicative of your solar plexus chakra. And solar plexus has a lot to do with your power, and it also has to do with life. So where are you breathing life into your world? Where are you starting to pick up on the traces of creativity in your life? And then we have the take risk card. So I really feel like some of you are tapping into things that you have not particularly taken action on quite yet, but you're feeling the call. You're feeling the lion's roar, which I love that. And then we have surrender. So we've got surrender, and this is really about letting go of expectations and also knowing that source, spirit, God, goddess has a plan, and also allowing yourself to feel into that plan and to not set so much expectations on how to get there. And then we have get creative at the bottom of the deck. Love this. So a lot surrounding, I'm also seeing a lot of bees. So, and bees represent community and they represent creativity, and they're also very much, I mean, they're pollinators. So they are really expressing life, and they are allowing everything around you to assist in your creative process. So I feel like a lot of you guys may be mingling, getting out there. I'm also hearing getting out of your comfort zone, which is amazing. So doing things that you have not done before and really taking up opportunities on your new creative gifts. And also I'm hearing a lot of networking. Some of you are networking. Love that. So we're going to do a little spread here. Spirit's already talking. So for you in the specific where you're at now, you have the 5 of Wands in reverse, which is amazing. And we're going to kind of get into the meat of this reading. Wow. There's a big alchemical process happening for a lot of you. Oh, love that. Spirit, can I get a little bit more information on what's going on here? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Wonderful. Okay, so I feel like there's a little bit of a shift in timeline going on. So we have the 5 of Wands in reversed, and then we have the King of Wands crossing that. So I feel like a lot of you guys are beginning to release any sort of conflict in your life. And that could be around relationships. It could also be due with your own mental conflict. So I'm getting a lot of releasing excuses. And then I'm also hearing you are reframing your mindset, where in the past you may have been so focused on, well, if I do this, maybe this, and this will happen, so I'm just not going to start. And I think that a lot of that is beginning to fall away because you are beginning to recognize that the risk is worth taking. And I think if you don't take this risk, you're going to look back and say, I wish that I had done that. And I think a lot of you guys are really starting to understand that taking the risk is worth it, because if you don't take it, you may regret it later. But with the King of Wands, this is really an energy of taking control. And it's also an energy, I am also looking at the lion behind him, and this is very, very prominent, especially for this Leo new moon, to stand in your power and stand in your decisions and to not waver. And this is a big creativity energy. So some of you may be creating a family, you may be creating a new business, a side hustle, and a lot of you guys are acting on this divine guidance because you have the High Priestess crowning you. And this is listening to your intuitive nudges, really listening to a lot of those energies that have been speaking to you. My cat is right here, so she's gonna come say hi. And the High Priestess is Piscean energy. And we also have the Temperance down here at the bottom of the deck in the subconscious. So I feel like a lot of you guys are waiting for the specific right time to take action on something, and they're telling me that the time is now. The time is now to take divine action on your gifts. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to up and quit your job, you have to up and quit everything. But they're saying take little action steps to get to where you want to be. So if you guys are looking to start a YouTube channel, just get on there and post, even if it's not perfect. If you guys are looking to start a business, what steps can you take in the now to be able to really get that momentum forward and moving for you? And so we have the Wheel of Fortune in the past here, and it's reversed. So I'm going to get a little bit of clarification on that. So, Spirit, can I get more clarification on the wheel? Okay. Okay, so I feel like in the past, you guys have needed to make the decision to cut something and to move out of more of this energy that left you depleted, left you feeling like you had to be more isolated. And I feel like this particular energy was draining your life force. And with the Queen of Swords here, she knows how to direct energy and she knows how to cut. And she's not necessarily full of, she doesn't act on her emotions, she acts on logic. But the Queen of Swords knows how to really wield that sword. She's also the boundaries queen. So I feel like there was something that you were working on that didn't necessarily pan out how you wanted it to go. And it left you in, usually Four of Swords upright, this is the energy of rest. But because it is inverted, I feel like this really just left you really energetically drained and depleted and not feeling like you really could act on your creative endeavors. But because you made the decision to cut and release this, it really has opened up new opportunities and new energy portals for you to really hone in on whatever it is that this is. And so by really tapping into your creative force, which is what Leo is all about, it's really going to help you navigate forward into your divine soul calling, into your wishes, into your dreams. And it's really about bridging the etheric into the 3D. And I'm going to get some clarification on the Six of Wands in reverse and the Three of Wands. But I really do feel like you guys are expanding in new ways that even you didn't even know that you had, which is great. Really stepping into the unknown and tapping into more of that confidence and that vigor, and really allowing yourself to be in spaces that help you blossom and to help you roar and to use your voice. So Six of Wands reversed, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Eight of Wands here. So here I feel like possibly some of you have felt unsuccessful in specific partnerships, in specific environments. And now I feel like you guys are really taking that pentacle, you're taking that risk and putting yourself into completely new environments where you are going to help yourself, and you're also going to start collaborating with others. You're going to start collaborating with more people who really are on the same wavelength as you and who share your passion and to share your vision. And by working with those people, you really are going to start to level up, and you're going to begin to, it's going to be like a reciprocal energy. You are going to feel their magnetism, and then they're going to feel it from you. And I feel like there's almost like an energetic alignment that is just going to sync together. And I think that's something that you have been craving for quite some time, but you haven't necessarily had the outlets, or you haven't had the time, or you haven't had the resources to really get this up off the ground. So I feel like a lot of you guys really are stepping into tapping more into your community and tapping into more of your network, whether that be online or in the 3D world. And then we have the Three of Wands. This one came out a little bit sideways. So when we see the Three of Wands upright, this is somebody who is venturing into the waters. They're venturing into unknown territory, but they're taking the leap and they're taking the risk. We're not necessarily so much in the planning stages like the Two of Wands, but now we're beginning to actually step foot into the new territory and the new water. And that right there is going to help you close out a cycle. And I'm going to get a little clarification on this Four of Cups. So I think that some of you guys may be getting an offer that you didn't expect or you didn't see coming. The Four of Cups can be a little bit of a burnout or a depleted energy. Wow. Okay, so clarifying the Four of Cups, we have the Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and we also have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so from this, I feel like you're going to be getting some offers that may not be your end all be all. And they may start as small offers. They may start as, you know, one community event that will compound an interest is really what I'm hearing, because you also have the Page of Pentacles. But this energy here is a lot of withholding and really keeping to yourself and your reserves. But this is also causing a level of discernment. So really allowing yourself to sink into that emotional space, because we have the Page of Cups here, and really asking, is this offer going to be worth my time? Is it going to really pay dividends? Is it going to help me grow and help get me to where I want to be? Because if not, then it's not worth your time. But if it is, if you can see little avenues of growth, then it may possibly help get you to where you need to be. But I'm also hearing to not underestimate your connections and not underestimate little offers. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to take up on every single offer that comes your way, but I do think that by taking little offers that may seem small in the beginning, it will help to compound grow in the future. And the reason why I say that is because the Page of Pentacles is here. So it may have you, starting up with a little bit of money. You may need to really invest in whatever it is that you're doing, whether that is time, physical assets, money, but it really will begin to grow, and you will start to, I'm hearing, build a new foundation in moving in an energy that will help you be more open to the opportunities that you wish to receive. And a lot of that does come from the heart space. So we're going to get a little bit of extra energy here. Spirit, what else is here for the collective at this time? So we have bags, something important such as a new job or a raise. We have feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. And I feel like that has to do with a lot of the past energy and that environment that you were in. And then we have box, you will receive a gift. Okay, so, and then we have cat at the bottom of the deck, a two-faced friend. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you guys may have been burned in the past, and you may have put your energy and your time and your heart in spaces that you thought were going to help grow and fulfill you. And I think a lot of you guys have become disappointed that that was not the case. But they're really asking you to move forward in a new light, in really helping yourself to meet new people and to put yourself in new surroundings where you will start to receive the energy that you are putting out, and people will start to recognize your light because you are really acting on the things that you're being called to do, which is a fantastic energy. So we're going to get a little bit more here. Spirit, what else? What advice is here for the collective? What advice is here? Believe. You are being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. It's time for that idea that's lived inside your head to be brought into the world so others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it to life and do exactly that. Love it. I get one more, Spirit. Ask for help. You're being asked to request help from another. You don't need to deal with this issue alone. There are many people who want to help you, but it's up to you to bravely ask for their support. It's a sign of strength to reach out. Do that today. Yep, so a lot of you guys are being asked to get uncomfortable in asking for help, and this in turn will come back to you. So I'm going to leave it there, but thank you guys for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful new moon in Leo, and really act on those intuitive downloads and nudges because they will get you to where you want to be. Love you guys. Blessed be. Bye.